Alright guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video, I want to talk about Bitcoin, give you guys an update on what's happening in the crypto market. And is Bitcoin actually going to have another major crash coming, right? Is another crash coming for Bitcoin? That is exactly what I want to talk about for today's video. So before we get into it, guys, give it a thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. I really would appreciate that because I know majority of guys that do in fact watch my videos are not yet subscribed. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could please subscribe. And if you guys are in fact in the crypto space in general, crypto investors or even traders just like myself, consider subscribing because every single day, almost every single day now, right? I upload a video and give you guys an update what's happening with Bitcoin and crypto. But anyways, let's get into today's video. So Bitcoin right now currently is at 29,000. Okay, 29,200. Now, yesterday, if we go back to the 1 hour time frame, right, you guys can see yesterday, right, we actually saw Bitcoin pumping. And altcoins were in fact pumping as well yesterday. You guys can clearly see this right here. Okay, we saw a beautiful pump up for Bitcoin. Actually went all the way up to $30,000 pretty much, right? And you guys can clearly see, right, it did in fact have another retest back down to $29,000. So yes, Bitcoin did in fact pump pretty much back up to $30,000 yesterday. But then a few hours later, it did in fact drop back down below 30K, all the way back down to pretty much where it is at right now, 29,200, right? And in fact, you guys can clearly see that the market today is dropping as well. For the past 24 hours, Bitcoin is down, Ethereum is down, and other altcoins, I just clearly see, are in fact down as well, significantly, right? You guys can see Litecoin, right? We know the Litecoin halving is about to happen, I'm pretty sure, right? Very, very soon in the next few days, right? So be excited for that if you guys hold any Litecoin, because I really do believe Litecoin will most likely pump, right? Maybe like not when it happens straight away, the halving for Litecoin, it won't pump straight away, but I really do believe Litecoin, once the halving actually happens, it will pump, just like what Bitcoin does, right? When the Bitcoin halving happens, we all know what happens next. Bitcoin will eventually pump. It's not going to pump straight away, but it will eventually pump, right? You got to give it some time. But Litecoin today is down 5%. Okay, so you guys can clearly see a lot of these altcoins are actually down. So overall, the market today is pretty much down 2%, right? 1.9%, and the global crypto market cap's kind of 1.17 trillion. So we know the bull market, okay, the next bull market is in fact about to happen. And what happened last bull market, right? Back in 2021, early of 2021, yes, we saw Bitcoin pumping, but we know one specific altcoin that was in fact pumping as well. And I want to talk about it real quick, Dogecoin, right? So early of 2021, we all remember what happened with Doge, right? Dogecoin was absolutely skyrocketing, okay, to a new all-time high. Everyone was talking about it, everyone was tweeting about it, including Elon Musk, right? And that obviously brought a lot of hype, okay, into Doge, right? And we saw Dogecoin absolutely skyrocketing, right? It was trending, everyone was just talking about it. It was just so much hype, right? And there was so much memes spreading around with Doge on social media in general, right? So everyone was talking about it, it was pumping, right? Now, we know the Bitcoin halving is about to happen. Are we about to see another bull run for Dogecoin, for the year 2025, early of 2025? Just like what we saw in 2021, we will see, okay, will we see the exact same thing for maybe, 2024 or 2025, right? Will we see that? We will see, guys, okay? I can't really say much, but it seems like Dogecoin is about to pump. I think we're going to see another pump for Doge potentially, right? Just like what we saw back in 2021, we could potentially see that for 2025. Okay, we know Elon Musk has officially rebranded the Twitter logo to a X. Okay, I already talked about that many times, right? We all know that. It's no longer, the bird logo that we have, in fact, been seeing for pretty much 15 years, over 15 years, of a very long time. It's now an X, right? So a huge rebrand right there for Twitter by Elon Musk. And we know Elon Musk, right, is doing something with Dogecoin and Twitter. Okay, so who knows, guys? Okay, the year 2024, especially 2025, we could potentially see Dogecoin pump like crazy. Okay, so that's what I really wanted to talk about. Okay, that's out of the way now. Now let's get into Bitcoin. Okay, this is what I really want to talk about. And this is why you guys clicked on today's video. Okay, so Dogecoin. Are we about to see Dogecoin drop? Okay, now yes. Okay, I've been telling us many times we could potentially see Bitcoin have more retests back down to the downside. Right now it's clearing out $29,000. We could potentially see it back down to 28 to 27. So maybe even 26 to 25, maybe, right? Potentially. But a lot of people out there, I realize now, especially, the other, crypto YouTubers, that are in fact saying that Bitcoin is going to have another, crash. Okay. Now, the bears out there are in fact saying that Bitcoin is going to plummet back down to $12,000. Now, remember, back November, we actually saw Bitcoin, drop all the way down to $15,000. And that was in fact its official bottom, right back November when Bitcoin was at $15,000, right? A couple months ago, around 8 months ago. So will Bitcoin drop further down than that? I really don't think that's going to happen, right? A lot of bears are in fact saying, and they want Bitcoin to drop to 12K, but I don't think that is very unlikely to happen. So if I show you guys here on TradingView, okay, you guys can clearly see, right? We have already hit bottom. Okay, this was Bitcoin's bottom right here. Okay, like I said, okay, back November and December, we saw Bitcoin pretty much stuck at 16K. And yes, at one point it went all the way down to 15K. So this was, in fact, Bitcoin's bottom right here, officially. Okay, and how do I know that? Is because, clearly Bitcoin has, in fact, formed this new pattern up to the upside, right? You guys can clearly see that. It's slowly having a recovery back up to the upside, right? So there's no way in hell, and we have never seen this in Bitcoin history, right? When we hit a bottom, we never seen Bitcoin, plummet all the way down, back down to its previous lows, even lower than its previous lows, right? So for all the people out there and the bears out there that are saying and think we're going to see Bitcoin at 12K, which it says right here, right? I don't think that's likely to happen. It's very unlikely to happen. In fact, I don't think it's going to happen at all. We know the Bitcoin halving is obviously, less than 1 year from now. So there's no way in hell we're going to see Bitcoin drop that much. Yes, potentially a crash, a major crash is coming for Bitcoin, but it's not going to be something like this, right? It could potentially be something like, where we actually see Bitcoin plummet all the way down to like $27,000 to 25 maybe, right? I think $25,000 is the lowest it will go. And then after that, right, once it actually shoots back down to 25, it's going to shoot back up. That's just my personal opinion, right? I don't think Bitcoin will actually, go lower than $25,000, right? If anything, right, it's going to shoot back up, you know what I mean? So yes, a crash potentially is coming for Bitcoin, or who knows, Bitcoin could actually potentially just shoot up from here, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, we will see, guys, because it seems like Bitcoin is in fact slowly forming a very slow downtrend right now. Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it seems like it, you know what I mean? It looks like it. You guys can clearly see that right here. Okay, it looks like it is in fact slowly forming a downtrend. Okay, so we will see. It could potentially go lower than that. It was in fact consolidating for a very long time, and obviously it broke support of 30K, and now we're back down at $29,000. So we will see, guys, but so far Bitcoin is still holding up very, very well. So that's that. Okay, in fact, this is what I think will potentially happen. Something like this, similar to this, right? So yes, Bitcoin can crash. Okay, it could, like I said many times, 28 to 27 to 26 to maybe even 25. But after that, it's going to shoot back up. Okay, it's going to shoot back up, guys. Okay, we're not going to see Bitcoin plummet to like, $15,000 back to its previous lows, or like 12K or even 10K, something like that crazy. That's not going to happen, guys. Okay, that has never happened in Bitcoin history. We've never seen Bitcoin go back down to its previous lows, right, during the same cycle. Okay, so think about that. This is something, right, this chart right here is something that I totally 100% agree. Okay, we're going to see Bitcoin have another small retest back down to the downside, further down to the downside, and it's going to, shoot back up. This is something that's more realistic, okay, short term. That's just my opinion, right? You guys let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this? Because a lot of people out there are in fact saying that Bitcoin's going to crash, but understand that it's not going to be something too crazy, right? It's going to be, something really small, right? So we will see, guys. But I totally agree that something like this is going to happen for Bitcoin, right? So that's that. So the halving, right? I don't even need to say too much about the halving because I always talk about this, but I feel like it's very, very important. So every single time, okay, we have the halving, guys. That is where Bitcoin tends to pump the most and, of course, reach a new all-time high. And I understand once we actually have the halving, right? Once it actually happens, Bitcoin doesn't shoot straight away. You know what I mean? It doesn't shoot up straight away. It doesn't have that bull run straight up. You know what I mean? You got to give it time, right? So, a few weeks' time to more likely a few months' time. And then that's when we will, in fact, see Bitcoin pump. So that's why I've been telling guys, the end of 2024, we know 2024 around April, that's when the halving is in fact about to happen. The next one, okay? And I really do believe towards the end of that year in 2024, that's when we're going to see Bitcoin really pump. Just like what we saw at the end of 2020 and of course 2017. You guys can see it in this chart. We saw Bitcoin absolutely pump up to the upside. The same exact thing is going to happen for, 2024 and 2025, right? So be excited for that, guys. Okay, and you guys clearly see we're still in phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So we still have plenty of time to stack as much Bitcoin as we possibly can to, buy, right, and to invest and stack as much BTC as you possibly can. Okay, because this is the perfect time to do all that, in my opinion, right? And that's exactly what I've been doing, and hopefully that's exactly what you guys have been doing as well. Not financial advice, always do your own research, but just understand we are in fact still in the buy zone. Okay, we're still early, guys. Okay, so please understand that, but time is ticking, right? The halving is about to happen literally in less than a year from now. Okay, so just put that behind your mind. Now, another chart that I want to show you guys. It's a whole cycle. It's always the same exact thing, guys. Okay, history does pretty much most likely repeat itself. Okay, and the same cycle always repeats. Okay, so you guys can clearly see it. Stock Money Lizard has set it right here. Okay, number 1, bear market. Number 2, we hit a bottom. Number 3, pre-halving action, which is where we are right now. Okay, we are in fact in the pre-halving, so the halving obviously hasn't happened yet. It's about to happen, but not just yet, right? But very soon it's about to happen. So obviously right now we are in fact in the pre-halving action. And then number 4 is the halving, right? Which is going to happen next year in 2024 around April. Okay. And then number 5, the bull market, and repeat. It's the same cycle, guys. It's like literally rotation. You know what I mean? It always repeats, right? So be excited for that, guys, because the halving is about to happen. That means the next bull market is in fact about to happen as well. Okay, so long term, guys, we should be very, very bullish. We shouldn't be bearish at all. Yeah, short term, I understand. Okay, we don't know. We really don't know where Bitcoin's going to be heading, right? But it's not going to plummet all the way back down to like below 20K, right? I can tell you that for a fact. Okay, but yes, we could potentially see Bitcoin have another crash, okay, back down to like 28 to 27 to 26 to maybe 25, like I said many times, but it's not going to plummet all the way down to like its previous lows, right? So that's that, guys. Okay, we have already hit bottom. You know what I mean? This chart just shows you guys we have already hit bottom, and Bitcoin's clearly forming a new pattern up to the upside, okay? So that's that. And who knows, we could not even see Bitcoin bounce back down to 28 to 27. It could potentially just continue to pump up right now. So who knows, guys, right? But we will see. Okay, but understand long term in the next few years, 2024 and of course 2025, I'm talking about, that's when, guys, we will officially be in the next bull market. So be excited for that, right? Be excited for that. Now, the Fingrid Index, it's been quite some time since I have gave you guys an update on this. So today, for today's video, I want to, give you guys an update on this real quick. So right now it's currently in neutral, okay, which is not too bad. Okay, almost in the greed mode. You guys can clearly see yesterday was in neutral, last week was in neutral, and last month we were in fact in greed. Okay, so right now it's at 52, which is not too bad. Once it hits 55, it's back in greed mode. So everyone's feeling sort of neutral right now, right? At least we're not feeling fearful or anything like that. There's no extreme fear in the market right now for Bitcoin or crypto, so that's good, right? And we shouldn't be fearful. We should be very, very, bullish and greedy in a way, just like what we were feeling last month. But that is okay. It is sort of stagnant, obviously, because obviously the market hasn't really been moving but that's that. Okay, so at least we're neutral. That's not too bad. Okay. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. I really would appreciate that. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a blessed day, guys.